Now, one of the first things which people don't realize is success is not just a plain road which you choose. There is a huge cost you have to pay. The more you try to break out of the system which has been created, the more you feel like everyone around you is your enemy. So the first thing which you'll pay in the form of cost is loneliness. It's crippling loneliness. You'll be standing in the shower and thinking, what the hell am I doing this for? Is it even worth it? It will happen to you every single day for years before you finally make it. Everyone is going to look at you weird. And what does this loneliness as a cost mean? So say for example, there is a group which you want to hang out and they come and invite you. The first time they invite you, you're like, oh, I've written a schedule. I need to follow my schedule. I need to go through this. I have to upload this video or I have to take this trade at this time. So when you have decided something and then someone invites you, you reject their offer. And then they call you again and you reject it again. And they call you again. But this time when they call you, you know for a fact if you reject, they will not call you again because they've already called you 2-3 times. But you still reject them. And now you're an outcast. The next time someone else wants to call you, they will only be stopped by the others saying, no, he's a weirdo, he doesn't want to come, he wants to always work in his fantasy land. This is something which I'm facing. I've been facing it for the past 2 years. That is the amount of commitment it takes. No one around you relates with you. They all say things like, yeah, we'll go with the flow, we'll make it. No one's working. They have no proof of work to show that they are capable to do things outside a controlled environment. Coming to the second one, it is the fear of missing out, or as the Gen Zs call it, FOMO. Everyone around you are going into a path which is set. So for example, corporate is what I'm talking about. They'll go into corporate. Now these people are collecting years of experience, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years of experience, and now you're not already at their level because they have 3 years experience in a company, and that causes fear of missing out. You're constantly feeling it. You're like, what if all I'm trying to do fails? What then? And that will eat you up. So now you're already going through loneliness, and then you also have fear of missing out. And these two are constantly playing in your mind. It doesn't always get all bad. There is one plus point which comes out of all this. It's this sense of you being different. It starts getting reassured. And now it gets so painful for you to keep doing the same thing again and again and again and again that the pain is greater than the satisfaction of whatever you achieve. And then you'll think, I would rather work as a sewage worker and keep doing this till I make it or crash and burn than go and work for someone else. Because when I started it, this is what my thought was. This or nothing. You just dying would be much easier than going through the shit again and again and again without any result. But that sort of also reassures you that you're superior. It sort of builds that complex. You now know you are better, or at least can do things which are much harder for other people to do. I'm not talking to the losers who are not understanding this. But if you can relate with what I'm trying to say, then you know what I'm talking about. The goal is to build the community who are going through this. I want to see if more people are going through this because it genuinely is hell. Not getting the results after putting in so much work is hell. You just want it to end, but you also know it gets fun after a point. I mean, you're just like, am I sadistic or am I loving this pain? Or have I grown to love this pain? Because it feels more satisfying doing it than stopping. Though the whole world is passing you and you're struggling and suffering, you still end up liking it after a point. And then every waking hour you're thinking of the pain you'll go through while doing it, and then you're just like, am I a psycho? Is this normal? And then you look it up and you don't find content about it, and you're just like, am I different? Am I different from the people who have gone down this path too? So I don't really know. I don't know. I've never seen people say they get psychotic about this shit. Or I think maybe I am going mad, but I can give it to you in writing. I have worked with people in my MBA courses who are dumb. They are so dumb. When they open their mouth, you feel like slapping them. They're that dumb. And they're having experiences and they're managers in companies. And I can only imagine how it would be to work under them. And I would kill myself if I would take orders from such idiots. And he was just like, is this what corporate is? Some idiot who has worked 18 years and not learned anything, sitting above and barking orders at someone who has worked so much on upskilling. And then he was just like, nah, this isn't what life should be. I will find my own route, or I'll carve it. And that is what I'm trying to do here. I don't know if you can relate with me. I don't even know if you watched it till this far, but I feel I'm going back. I hope you are too. And if you're not, then I don't think you're doing something right. Or maybe I am doing it wrong. But let's get one thing straight. I am sure 90% of the people who are watching this video, actually more than that, will not make it. It's not that I don't want you to, it's that I know for a fact you won't. It's that hard. Years without validation in a world which is surrounded with instant gratification, I don't see that happening for you. I would like to see you prove me wrong. You don't need to comment down below, but you might increase my engagement if you do. But still, feel free to break what I have just told you. You can go try your luck and try to prove me wrong. This is about forming the community which is going to be the 1%. I don't want to be like those other idiots who are liking every fucking video which comes out on Instagram saying, oh, money, 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 all these ships, cars, boats. I don't want to be associated with a community of such losers. So if you are not able to relate with what I'm saying, you're probably not working. If you're here for the mental masturbation, there are many YouTubers out there who can help you with it. I genuinely want people who think like me here or ahead of me in this game to come here and see if they can relate, because I really am finding it very hard to find people who are relating with me. And I can only imagine what we can do if we have 1 lakh, 1 million of such people. I don't know, we can freaking take over the whole world if that is the case. I'm sure there are more like us out there. Hopefully you will be one of them. I am making this video out of all the frustration I've been going through this past 1.5 years, and the lonely chapter is a real thing. You really feel not fitting in will really get to you, and you know why you're not fitting in. It's very easy to give in, go drink with your friends, party. It's so easy. You just have to consume alcohol and give in. That is so easy. Controlling yourself is the hard part. With that being said, if you are really serious about this, subscribe. I want to see how many will make it. But if you're not, feel free to move on. There are many other channels which will help you with your mental masturbation. With that being said, I'll be ending the video here. Take care. Bye bye.